Good evening, campers. Dinner time once again. We're still cooking using gas. Just got this fire burning just to create a bit of smoke. Mosquitoes again. Mosquitoes. Really hard ground at this campsite. Got the tripod rigged up. Actually just dug a hole at the base of the legs of the tripod so it can't slip.
Dinner is ready.
Dinner's ready.
Yeah.
Rocks built up around the gas canisters. And we dug as deep as we could with the gas to bury the gas cans. I don't carry the machete these days, usually it's just a little bit heavy. So we're doing 3 or 4 day hikes, covering maybe 50, 60 kilometres in that time, sometimes even more. Just going as lightweight as possible. Still got the silky saw. This is what I use just to gather wood that's already dry. No need to split the logs. And with the coronavirus outbreak in mind, using a little bottle of hand sanitizer to get the fire going. Hand sanitizer being highly flammable.
Where's the soupy soup? We don't have a soupy soup. Clean.
Good morning, campers. 11 AM the next morning. Christina's doing some exercises to warm herself up for the morning's hike. While everyone's stocking up their cupboards at home with the coronavirus setting in, just found some blackberries for you. Wild fruit, yeah?
It's a wild fruit.
Perfectly ripe. Campers. And there's more where that came from. Using the makeshift tracking stick to grab those blackberries, yeah?
Get it. Purple today. Flowers, man. Flowers.
Right,
Big.
blackberries, campers. Probably 20, 30 grams just there. Campsite number 2 rigged up, campers. Just setting things up here. Quickly had to get that smoky fire going just because of the sheer bloody amount of mosquitoes here. Initially it was just all smoke, but now look, there's a bit of fire there. The ultimate mosquito repellent, campers. This time we've had to tie onto a few logs with the Hillyberg. The ground is really hard. Not so easy to bang our tent pegs in. There's one there successfully danged in the ground. So it's been, what, almost 2 years now with the Hillyberg, I think. Proving to be a fantastic unit. See? What's happening?
It's not good here.
Tying one of the guy lines onto the tripod, and that stick there we're using as a trekking pole earlier today. Fire's down already, and now we've got what we actually want, and that is just a little bit of smoke in the air to protect us from the nuisance insects. They hate smoke. Basically just puts them to sleep. You got it?
Do you think this?
Yeah. And as the wood burns out, campers, those other logs I'll just move inwards, slowly just move them forward. No need to really chop anything up, everything's just quite dry. And we can very well control this fire, we don't have to worry about it spreading. Not a problem, there's no wind and it's a very cool day. At the campathon.
Go!
Where are the mosquitoes? See,
Here! Look!
campers, bit of a problem with too many mosquitoes inside the tent. The wind is sort of blowing the smoke away from the tent. So a trick that we've been using lately, that is just grab yourself a piece of smoking wood.
Me.
Just inside the tent, campers, just smoke them out.
No, here!
Christina doesn't mind it. She absolutely hates mosquitoes, don't you, sweetie? Bit more?
More. It's a lot there, more. Careful, man. Maybe just put that there, man. You know? Yeah.
And obviously, campers, you want to be careful not to have your tent too close to the fire.
Yeah, good.
Bear in mind that the embers from the wind can blow onto your tent. But you happy, sweetie? You're not getting high off the smoke, eh? You're getting drunk.
Oh, man, all the mosquitoes dead. Look.
Smoking tent, campers.
Bye-bye.
Smoke those mosquitoes out, because there was literally about 30 or so mosquitoes inside there. Not anymore, they'll all just die now.
Man, kill yourself. You, what about you?
When we get home, we'll just have to wash the tent with a light detergent to get rid of the smoky smell. See, you're not too smoky in there.
Mosquito is dead now.
I wonder why the mosquitoes like you so much. See,
I don't know.
it's your
Maybe
skin. It's your beautiful skin.
because of my blood is so very sweet.
Sweet blood. And for dinner tonight, beans, peas, potato, cauliflower, onion, all kinds of veggies in their cambers, all freeze dried. Extremely lightweight, extremely easy to pack in and pack out cambers. You'll see some of the loose embers have landed on top of the tent, but because it's such a cool day here, by the time they land on the tent, they're not really hot anymore. And on close inspection, there's no fire damage at all. We've never experienced any fire damage on any of our tents. So depending on how hot it is and depending on how strong the wind is, will depend on how far away from the tent you want your fire to be. In this case, what must be just over 3 meters, probably 12 feet or so from the campfire to the tent. And we're in a deep valley, so there's not really a wind problem.
It's like a volcanic eruption.
Look how beautiful the Fenix 6X looks, cambers, with all those topography lines on the screen. All those faint little brown lines are topography lines. They represent the steepness of the mountain. And on the side you can see faint blue lines there, the tributary streams flowing into the main river down at the bottom of the hill. And then there's a slightly darker or more bold blue line at the top. That's our breadcrumb trail on the road that we're walking on. And then you can see the dark, the more bold brown line at the bottom. That's the road itself, the direction we're going, the road that we're walking on. As I turn, you can see that little pin symbol in the middle follows, facing north, and then back towards, what's that, southwest. Excellent navigation tool. Oh yeah, cambers. Just found a massive bunch of really ripe ones, really big ones. Show us what you got, Swing. What do you got?
So that,
Show. Look at that. Full size. They always taste the best when they're fully ripe and big and juicy. Big and juicy, cambers. Big and juicy.
wow. Get yours.
Okay.
Wow.
Campsite number 3. About 1,000 meters above sea level. You can immediately notice the slight difference in the terrain and the taller trees. Dinner time. More and more vegetables, and we've got tuna in there mixed in. Might be cold, but we're feeling quite warm because we've got our warm dinner to fill our tummies up with. So this unit we've tested a lot for the last couple of years. This new piece of gear just here, the Anchor power bank, 20,000 milliamp. I would definitely recommend this for hikers. We now go home with a completely full battery, even at the end of a 4-day hike. All our iPhone batteries, cameras, everything's fully charged. Gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick because it is actually starting to rain. We'll be taking all the gear inside. Look at the hillyberg, man. Looks like a little caterpillar crawling across the ground there. Fantastic colour. Feel the rain.
The water is coming inside, sweetie.
Yep, time to pack it in. It's the best thing about the hillyberg campers. Quick and easy. Bring everything inside. You can see the water filtration system there just hanging up. And I've got it rigged up so that we can still fill our cups there. See the little tap? Rigged up with that stick. We can just turn the tap on and still get water, and the water hydration sac being more than a metre above ground, we still have that gravity feed coming in during the night, during the rain. Good evening, campers. It's about 1 AM. Just packing up the campsite, packing everything up. We've got reliable head torches, the ability to recharge our torch batteries as we hike. This is something we've been doing lately, and that is at the end of a hike, that is on the last night. We've slept so well in the tent over the last couple of nights that we get up real early and we hike out in the wee hours of the morning to arrive home early. We're going to be hitting the local supermarkets back in town, stocking up for this coronavirus panic, campers. And Bush Channel's advice on how to survive the coronavirus apocalypse is just eat fruit and veggies, campers. Get those vitamins into your body. The best thing for your health is vitamins, man. So you can fight that bacteria when it hits you, if it does hit you. Thanks for watching another episode of Bush Channel.
Okay.
This time of the morning the water's really cold, campers, so just heating it up. On the gas, tent's fully packed up. That's where the tent was, that's where we slept.